Hello everybody, I'm just going to go in and do a little single player. So we're going to create a new world. We're going to do hardcore, of course. Let's just call this recording test, because that's really what I'm trying to do here. Now, I have a choice between Superflat, Default. I don't have the snapshots installed, so these are really my only choices. But that's fine, that's all I'm really looking to do right now anyway. So when you first go into Minecraft, it will build a new randomly generated world, and from there you're pretty much on your own. So hopefully this will take you through the first day, maybe 2 days. So I've started off in what looks to be a forest. In fact, I'm starting on top of a tree, which is fine by me. What I'm going to do is just come over here, take a look around a bit. So I've got some swamp over there, I can tell because there's vines on those trees. I've got birch trees, which are the white ones. I've got regular oak trees, although technically I guess we should be calling them apple trees. And I'm just going to start punching out the wood of this one here. Now what I'm doing is I'm coming down from the top of the tree. It just saves me a bit of a step. You could just as easily go from the bottom and work your way up. The odd thing about Minecraft is things that are placed generally will stay where they were put, even if you remove the things from underneath of them. There's really only a couple of exceptions to that. That would be gravel and sand. They're subject to gravity, so if there's nothing underneath of them, they will fall. So, I see a chicken there. Step one when you start a new world is almost always gather some wood, because you're going to need wood for some of the most basic things, like building a crafting bench, that sort of thing. As well as, let's just do that so we can get out. So let's do that here. So I go into my inventory and I take my wood and I want to transform that into planks. You get 4 planks for each log of wood. 4 planks in a row will make a crafting table. Now while I'm here, I'm also going to make a handful of sticks, because I'm going to need those. To make tools, you start off with sticks for the handle, and then you can basically make a wooden pick as so. And I'm going to stop there because really what I want to do is upgrade right away to get stone so that I can make better tools, and there's some stone just down there. So how can I get there safely is really what it boils down to. This is what I'm talking about. So I need at least 3 stone to make a stone pick, but I'm going to need a lot more stone than that for some other things. For example, it takes 8 stone to make an oven, and an oven is going to be needed when it comes to baking up some other things that we do. For example, if you find ore, like iron ore, you have to bake it to make it useful for anything else. The same applies to gold, although that's not something I'm going to find here. I know that because gold, you have to dig pretty deep before you can find it. Alright, so let's just quickly take a look down here. And what I'm doing, I know it's very dark, but I can just sort of make it out. So that's gravel. Alright, so this brings me back out. And I still haven't seen any coal, which is the next big thing that we're looking for. So at this point, I'm going to start by making an upgraded stone pick, a stone shovel. I'm going to make an axe, I guess. And I'm also going to make a couple of swords. I'm doing that because they tend to wear out fairly quickly now. Okay, let's take this with us, because I'm not sure if we'll be coming back. Now, I did see some chickens. There's one. chickens are a good source of food, and sometimes you even get feathers. Now that I have an axe, chopping wood is faster. If you upgrade your tools to use iron or diamond, then it'll be faster still. So let's actually just come back to where we had started, and there's another chicken, which is good. Feathers. Feathers, again, as I said, useful when it comes to arrows. So always something that you want to grab. And we've come out onto a string. What else can I say? Reeds. Reeds are handy. I'll take them. I will need reeds when it comes to making books and things like that. That's going to become even more important in the future when we can start to write in books. So actually, what I'm going to do now is just climb up a little bit to get a sense of where I was. I came from that forest. Looks like I've got some hills over this way. More chickens. Holy crap. Chickens are good. The ultra hardcore guys will tell you nothing is quite like a chicken in terms of getting feathers. Simplest way to get yourself some arrows. And I'm getting a lot of them here. The other nice thing is, given the amount of arrows that I'm getting here, sheep. Sheep have one very good use, and that is wool. If you've got 3 wool and 3 wood, you can make a bed. That will simplify things a lot in terms of making it through the night. And there's some coal. Right down by some more chickens. So, where do I need to be? Up here. Wooden pickaxes are not too bad since they improved them. They can actually take out coal. Really the only difference between a wooden pickaxe and a stone pickaxe at this point is the stone pickaxe tends to be faster. I think the durability of one or the other might be improved as well. So I'm just digging my way through the stone up to get the coal. And there seems to be a sizable amount of it, which is great. That's exactly what we need. A little more stone never hurts. So yeah, we take out the coal, and I'm using up the wooden pickaxe just simply so that it's not wasted. I could have switched out to the other, and it would have been a bit faster. But really, there's no big rush, because all I need to do is, now that I've got coal, and I've got wood, and I've got stone, I need to start thinking about shelter for the night. Well, shelter for the night is not going to be too bad because I've also got wool, which means I can make a bed. So overall, it should be pretty quick. So let's actually figure out what time of day it is, the old-fashioned way. The sun is setting. Okay, so let's just come over to this funky looking floating piece of stone. So we've got a bit of ocean, we've got some hills, we've got a large forest, and that's really what we're dealing with here. So okay, we can deal with that. I think what we're going to do is go right in here. So some of this stone see, I've just used up my wooden pick, and now you can see it does go just a hair faster with the stone one. Now I'm kind of working against the clock here, which is okay. Torches are very important because monsters come out in darkness. So we're going to put up a torch. Now, I've basically got myself just enough space that I can work with. So I need to drop my workbench, which I'll put here for the time being. Eight cobblestone make a furnace. 3 wood on the bottom, covered by 3 wool on top. We'll make a bed. So let's go ahead and place the bed now because it's already nighttime, as you can see. And by hopping in the bed, that's not a great placement, but look at that, there's already a monster who's suffering the effects of sunshine. There's a couple of them. So we're going to take out our sword. We're going to go after them. Oh, I just fell a little bit. This one is a zombie. He might even fall down dead by the time I get there. He drops zombie steaks. Zombie steaks are often poisonous, so not recommended to eat. Now, what I'm looking for is where that skeleton was. The reason we're doing that, oh, there's a creeper, is because they will drop either bones or arrows. Okay, let's deal with you. I can't. Or can I? I think I can. Ask yourself why I would go after this guy. It's mostly just because he's there. I'm building a stair. Okay, it's down to get to him, if you're wondering. Let's see, I see iron ore. Iron ore is actually something I really want. And the waters seem to have flushed him away, which is great. It kind of simplifies things for me. He's burning in the sunshine. There we go. Takes care of him. And there's my creeper friend. That's fine. He's far enough away that it didn't really make a big difference or a big mess. And if somebody else is still about. But what I'm trying to do... Oh, shoot! That surprised me. Okay, but that's fine. I got away in time. There was another creature that came down and nearly got me. Alright. So what I'm doing is just sort of blocking off this area so that I can actually get to... Oh, look at that. He did blow up some of this iron. This is the stuff that I'm looking for. It's the stuff that's valuable to me. Let's light this up a little bit so we can see what's going on. Okay. Alright, so there's more iron that I'm going to grab quickly. And then I'm going to get out of here because it's not really well lit, so it's not too safe. Oh, we got a chicken. Can I get him? I can. Okay. Let's get out of here. Which means heading back where we came, towards the other chicken here. Chickens will also drop eggs. But they'll only do that when they're alive. You're not going to get an egg from killing a chicken. Alright, so back over to this funky little place that we've got started. And you can see my hunger bars getting about halfway there. What I want to do is just open up my ceiling a little bit so I can breathe. I'm going to want to place my oven. That's a good spot for it. Now, 1 coal will do 8 of something. So 2 coal will do 16 food, which is good. I've actually got 7 iron, so 1 more coal afterwards will handle that. So while that's cooking, I need to take my logs, turn them into wood. For now, I'm going to do orchid stone. I need to start filling in some of the walls here. So, there we go. I don't want monsters to fall on my head, so that's why I've put a torch up on the top there. Alright, I kind of like having this open. It's a nice, beautiful view. What are we doing for chicken? 10, so we're getting there. There's 3 components to making arrows. So let's actually start by making some sticks, because sticks are components in flint, which you get sometimes out of gravel. So you need flint, sticks, arrows. That will make what we need. Let's actually reposition my bed so that it's over here. There. Okay. That just gives me a little bit more room to maneuver. I still need more stone. That's what I need. So from here, I guess I'll just go this way. I see some. And it doesn't really matter where I get it from. I just don't want to be too far away. Chicken in the water. So I'll start taking it from here. In part because I've also got gravel. Oh, and more coal. Look at that. A lot of times for the first night, people will just tunnel into the ground like this to make shelter. It's a bit faster. You can avoid having to build walls and things like that. So it's usually a pretty good first night kind of strategy. Good old coal. Alright, so part of the reason why I'm doing this is because I was watching the ultra hardcore guys. They do fantastic videos where what they do is they play Minecraft, but they're playing it to go after each other in like a deathmatch scenario. Now it's kind of fun because they basically have the same kind of tools, same kind of resources, and they're starting out basically the same way that I am now. A couple of differences would be that when they're full, their health does not regenerate, and getting anything to heal themselves with is actually pretty tough. So, other than that, it's basically a fight to the death, and the last man standing wins. Look at all this gravel, not really needing it other than for the purposes of getting flint. And even that, the flint isn't so ultra valuable to me at this stage until I encounter a spider or two, because I will need spider silk in order to make myself a bow and arrow, or a bow at least. Alright, so maybe not that one. So I've just framed in a bit of a door, put a torch over it. So let's go ahead and build ourselves a door. Doors. What you want to do is you want to place them from the outside so that they're flush with the outside. The reason is because the person on this side of the door can actually reach through it to get to the guy. So if you have it placed from this side, the door will be on this side of the block, meaning that a monster could advance into this square and reach in and potentially get you. The door just keeps it that much further out. So I want to go to sleep. And we wake up. It's a beautiful day. And there are no monsters around, which is also nice. I can just eat a piece of chicken. That restores my hunger, some. I didn't restore it all because I really don't need to. As long as I don't starve, I should be fine. I have more chicken being cooked and more to be cooked. I'm really boring, I know, but that's alright. What I'm doing now is I'm going to get a little more wood and I'm going to get some sand. So We'll do this one first. Get into the tree, cut it down. Once the wood has been removed, the leaves will start to decay and fall away. So let's get some sand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that 8? Yes, 8. Okay. Same rules apply with sand as with other things. And that is 1 coal will smelt up 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, look at that. We've got a couple saplings. If I bring saplings with me, wherever I go, I can plant them, and I can then have trees. Skeletons are pretty handy when it comes to dropping bones, because you can take bones and you can grind them into bone meal. Bone meal is a natural fertilizer in this world, so you can insta-grow trees that you plant, or your other crops as well. And my phone is ringing, so we're going to stop here.